a freak when I'm talking to myself, but it's like I was too weak to be someone else. You could think that I'm a creep when I'm singing all alone, but it's like I couldn't see straight on my own. When I fall, we start again, and when I feel like I'm just dead, and when I call, it comes again, and now I see it's in my head. Yeah, there's something that saves me all the time in my say. Yeah, it circles when I'm breaking down, like a whisper in my head, coming from out of nowhere, like a whisper in my head, when I've got something to share, like a whisper in my head, when I'm unable to speak, coming from somebody else. Now no, it is just stronger than myself. That's the way I have to live. Now they fall down every night. In the end, I'm not alone, and that's my light. When I fall, we start again. And when I feel like I'm just dead, and when I call, it comes again. And now I see it's in my head. Yeah, there's something that saves me all the time in my say. Yeah, it circles when I'm breaking down, like a whisper in my head, coming from out of nowhere, like a whisper in my head, when I've got something to share.
Guys, it's been a while since I talked to you on the way home from the gym, to be honest. Just a little tip. Now, this is not really workout related, but I mentioned I'm going to do a whole video on it in the My Thoughts series. I've decided on that name. But just a little tip before I forget. Now, if you're like me, you got the stigma of the fat kid. I think everyone has it, but especially when they start bulking phase, they look bloated for a couple of days or whatever. I think what you need to do is do some ab work, get some good lighting, flex those abs, see that they're still there, and it will be refreshing to your brain. If they're not still there, it's gonna really sort of hit you mentally quite hard. But after a workout, especially like a week or maybe even a month, I don't know how long this will last, but you should still be able to see them if you could see them in the shredding phase. So I think that's a top tip. I mean, last night I was feeling pretty down on myself, thinking, oh, I'm looking fat, blah, blah, blah. And I know it's all in my head, and I know that I shouldn't be thinking that, but it's just, like, you put on all this hard work to try and get shredded and try and look lean and ripped and everything. And then you feel like it's gone in a day. It's pretty disheartening. So I was feeling pretty down, did some ab work, flexed my abs, see if they were there. They're looking better than, well, not better, but in the right lighting, they look better than they did when I was shredding. So that's boosted me back up, and I'm in a cracking mood now. Had a really good workout. You'll notice in bulking season I tend to stay more covered up than in shredding. I don't know why that is. I think it's mainly because in shredding I'm looking at the details and thinking, okay, I need to remove some fat from there, I need to remove some fat from there. Whereas in a bulking phase I'm like, okay, I'm a fat bastard, I need to hide it all so that I don't screw everyone up. But anyway, I've had my protein shake, I've got an orange, and we'll do a video in My Thoughts about what I eat post-training as well, just for your guys' info. I think it's quite important. That's possibly one of the most important times to eat, so stay tuned for that. I think that's going to be the first one that I do. Yeah, it's pretty important. Pre and post workout meals, or just even snacks, food, whatever, all pretty important. So anyway, I'm going to go catch my bus and I'll speak to you guys later. Oh, just before I go, I'm gonna have the same as yesterday with the porridge. 100 grams of porridge, bit of a protein in it. Although I probably don't need any protein, I'll probably stick some fruit in or something. Might even just put milk, I don't know. I don't need protein powder in it. I've already smashed my protein goal and gone over it. So, yeah, anyway, that's what I'm going to do. I'm probably not going to record it because it's pretty boring. And also my computer has a fit when you speed things up. I don't know why. I timed it by 8 speed, and it took like 3 hours to render that clip out before I could even start playing around with it. So, anyway, I'll speak to you guys a little bit later. So, I'm home from work. Now, I'm actually really excited to start this My Thoughts series because I feel like I'm holding back a little bit in this, in my daily vlogs because, well, you know, it's, I got a lot of things to say and I try and think of a topic, just pure habit from summer shredding. So it's really quite, like, it's going to be quite refreshing where I can talk about something and teach people. Maybe not teach them, but refresh their memories as well. I think that's an important thing, is that even though you might already know what I'm telling you, there might be a little bit of that information that might be something new to you, or something that you disagree with or something, and we can all have a discussion about it. And I think that's the great thing about the internet, is that there's so many different opinions on different things. And I think that's something that I do like about YouTube in general, that you can speak your mind and you know what people, you know there's someone out there that's going to agree with you, basically. But, yeah. Update on the workouts, FYI. Sorry, my hands are shaking. Workouts are going really well. I'm feeling very, very strong in comparison. I know my lifts aren't back up to what they used to be. You haven't seen what they used to be, but I think that was a personal best the other day on the bench press where I did, you didn't see it, but I did 70 kilos for 10 and 60 for 12 is like getting easier now, which is very, very good. Because I train so much on the short powerlifting rep ranges where I do like, I don't know, 10 sets of 3 or something. Just to build up that strength, because I just wanted to get a strong bench press. But then I realised that there's a reason why bodybuilding for all these years has gone 8 to 12, 8 to 12, 8 to 12. So I finally got up to that sort of rep range and I'm happy with it. I think it's not something that I'm going to give up. I'm going to obviously do a few personal bests, bits and pieces rounded about, just so that I can get some strength into my chest again. And I think I need to up the rep ranges on my squat. I don't like doing it on my deadlift. My deadlift, I feel a bit weird when I go above like 8 reps. It's like the movement's maybe too much. So I like to keep it 5 by 5 on my deadlift. Sometimes going even lower reps than that. I don't know what that is, but it's just something. Squats as well, I'm not a big fan of going high reps, but I think I'm going to make myself, because it's something that I've seen is effective, especially in Kai Green's legs. He does like 3 sets of 20 or whatever, and I think that's an important factor to take in, that if I want legs like that, I'm going to have to do similar stuff to that. I know obviously people are going to say, oh, he's on steroids, blah, blah, blah. Okay, but just because they're on steroids doesn't mean you can't aspire to do that. Okay, you're probably going to fall short because you're natural like myself. But aspire to be like someone who's on steroids or whatever. If they're not natural, just go, well, I'm going to beat him even though he's got a bit of extra help or whatever. And whether you do or don't is down to obviously the bit of extra help. But you're going to get bloody close. And that's my sort of outlook on training is, okay, he might be on steroids, but I'm going to train my arse off and try and beat him anyway. I don't know, maybe that's just me being over ambitious and young and stupid or whatever, I don't know. I'm thinking that with the macronutrients wise, at the moment I'm on 400 carbs, 200 protein and 50 fat, roughly. I think it's like 405 carb or something. I can tell you now, actually. Let me get my phone out. 1 second, sorry about this, guys. I should have come prepared. But, yeah, it's about, let me have a look. It is 405 fat, 205 protein, and 51 grams of fat. Now, I think what I'm first of all going to do is, because my body's not, the carb amount seems to be a really good amount for me. And I think what I'm going to do over the next couple of weeks is up my protein. Now, the reason why I say that is because I'm on 1.2 grams per pound of body weight. So, am I? Yes, I am. 1.2 per pound of body weight. Now, I think that my body seems to get, like, the muscles that I work get really stiff when I've worked a certain muscle group, or and I haven't taken in enough protein. And I think because my body's been so used to the 1.5 grams of protein for so long, I think it feels like it's been deprived a little bit. So I think I'm going to do a fortnight like this. It might just be that I'm feeling stiff because I haven't trained up a body since, oh god, about a week and a half. And that might be something to do with it. But I'm gonna just see how this plays out for another week. I'm gonna get to the second week of Blueprint, so this one doesn't count. We're gonna do 1 week, then 2 weeks of the Blueprint workout itself. Then we're gonna up it a little bit, up the protein, not up the carbs or the fat. We're gonna keep the fat at 0.3 per pound of body weight. We're gonna keep the carbs at 400, and we'll up the protein to 1.3 rather than 1.2. And I think that will be beneficial. I think that will make me feel a bit less stiff. Because 400 grams of carbs is a lot for me at the moment. I'm struggling to hit it, and until my brain sort of goes, okay, that's a good amount. And then maybe when I get to 1.5, that's when I'll start upping the carbs with it. I think that's a good way to go. Whew, it's difficult. So we're going to have to play around with my macro spreadsheet a little bit, but I'll see what I can get out of it. Oh, what did I weigh in at this morning? I haven't told you guys what I weighed in at for a while, because I just I go in straight into the montage, and I think it's quite a nice way to do things. Please tell me if I'm wrong. But just to let you guys know, I'm on 2,899 calories at the moment. So today I weighed in at 172.4. I know in comparison to what I was before I went to Kelsey's, that's a lot. But I feel that it's a good weight because I'm feeling strong. I've still got some definition, if I show you just real quick. I've still got quite a bit of definition in my abs. This is just really good lighting, actually. I've got a spot there. Still got quite a bit of definition. So if that sticks around, I hope it does. Considering the 9,000 calories that I had on Sunday, that's not bad to be only 172, to be honest. I was 173, and I was 172, I don't even think that was this morning, I think that was yesterday. I don't think I weighed myself this morning. Don't know why. Yeah, so that's basically my update. That's basically what I just wanted to talk about. And tomorrow I'm going to hit legs, and I'm not going to squat. I'm just going to do the accessory stuff from Blueprint. So that's going to be, I don't know how I feel about that. I don't even know if I'm going to do lunges. If I do squat, which I'm quite contemplating, I'm going to use, I'm not going to use a bar. I'm going to do maybe a goblet squat or something. I don't know. I'm going to have a play around with it and do what my body can take. I'm not going to push myself to a point where I hurt myself again, because not only was that really disheartening, but it's just going to set me back to the beginning, and I'm pretty confident I'm getting to a point where it's almost better. So I'm not going to push myself. I'm still going to try and push my legs, but I'm not going to push my back. My arms are looking kind of big at the moment in comparison to what they used to be. They always used to be sort of like my weak point, so they're kind of getting there. They'll be big one day. Anyway, I'm going to stop rambling. I'm going to get this edited and I'm going to get it up for you guys. Oh god, I'm just waiting for the comments after saying that. I'm going to get the video up for you guys. So I'm going to get some shut eye, and I'll speak to you guys tomorrow morning. Maybe even before the workout, I'm not sure yet. I'm not, as I did this morning, I'm not going to record the all the vitamins and creatine and everything. If you want, I can go over them, but it's exactly the same as what I was taking in summer shredding towards the end. Scoop of creatine, 2 BCAAs from Optimum Nutrition, 3 as the vitamin tablets, and 2 cod liver oils. So I think they're all pretty necessary. Could probably add a few more bits and pieces into there, but I don't think, I'm pretty happy where I am at the moment. So anyway, I'm going to shoot and I'll speak to you guys tomorrow morning.